bad. Weatherman says 20 degrees today, so we're getting close. But believe me, I think we're going to shoot on past that. Go to 24. Barbara says 28 degrees. She's pretty bold today. Don't think we're going to get that high, but 24 reasonable. So check that one out very shortly. It's Tuesday, March 21st. And today, believe me, absolutely elated. You're going to love this. But first of all, let me do this. Galaxy. That's right, you're right, you're at Galaxy 107 FM, and so very, very happy to have everybody on board this morning. It is such a pleasure because, believe me, well, all I can say is, check this out.
Hey, DJ Grant, it's Cole Malone here, coming to you from Alberta, Canada. Just wanted to see if you would maybe play one of my songs, like right now. Like the people, they're requesting it, so why don't we just play it? Yeah. Can you play it now? That'd be... And go.
So while we're doing that, it gives us a couple of minutes to catch up.
Absolutely. Just rocking out.
So very, very happy to have everybody joining us this morning. So believe me, Cole Malone is in the house. It's been a while, it really has. We play his track every morning, or his tracks every morning. So believe me, you will absolutely love what we're doing right now. And Cole, my bro, nice to have you back. It is an absolute pleasure. Those things in the background, let's describe those things for, the teenagers. This is pre-data, isn't it? That's records you've got going on back there.
That's a bunch of old records I got hung up.
My God. Everybody that was born in the 2000s won't know what the hell they are.
That's right, hey? You know what? It's, they're making a comeback. I'm hearing the sales are going up, but these, a bit of a story behind all these guys. My mom, way back in the day, dated a DJ when she was in her teenage years, and what he would do is after they were done spinning these records, he would give them all to her. So she had a big box full of them, and they just kind of stuck around our house for years and years and years.
Can you ask your mum if I can have them back now?
Yes. Wow, mom joke right off the start. I love it. I didn't forget about the humor. I didn't forget about it.
Well, hey, by the way, your Prime Minister is still Trudeau, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I heard he had I heard he had a stroke last night.
Oh no, you're gonna get me shot. Okay, what's happening?
Yeah, he would have had a second one, but his hand, his wife pushed his hand away.
Come on. Oh, you're gonna get me killed in Canada, I know.
Remember William Shatner?
I do. I do remember.
Yeah, I see that he's had to have his lingerie line pulled off the shelves.
Oh, dear Lord, why that?
Well, Shatner panties isn't a good name.
Yes. Yeah.
Welcome back, Cole.
That's okay. That's a good one.
I'll let you use it anytime you want.
Yeah. Got me on that one. Okay. All right.
You're going to have to go out and buy a pair just for the wife now, aren't you?
Yeah. They'll show that they have to be a thing.
Just don't get the brown ones.
No, they're half off, right? Half off. Those are 50% off.
Exactly,
Oh, my God.
You just got to wonder which part of the panties is the 50% off.
Oh, yeah, we're getting graphic now.
Oh, we're getting graphic now. Let's go live to the desk, Cole. It's so good to have you back, brother. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I've already subjected our victim to a few jokes, unfortunately. Cole, welcome back to Galaxy.
Oh, it's great to be back. Thanks for having me. Yeah, you sure have. Right off the bat, eh?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you need a psychiatrist, maybe a stiff drink after this, I understand, but if you need a psychiatrist, I do have one that makes house calls. She does the Zoom thing.
Okay, perfect. I might need her number. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, believe me. Wonderful artist in her own right. She comes from New Jersey. Well, they call it Jersey over there, New Jersey. And when I actually met her, the first thing I said is, "Oh, you're from Jersey." She goes, "You could drive taxis. You could be a cab driver here."
In Jersey. Yeah, that's right, eh?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
No, well, I have, and, I'm not going to admit it that often.
Oh, now you're going to get me shot when I go to Jersey. Good.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy your touring around because, believe me, after you've been with me, you're done. Steve Caldwell is joining us. Terry Williams is also joining us. And my headphones are not working properly. Great. Hey there.
Making a few problems.
I'm getting one of those days. Let's try that one. Yeah, we're getting a bit better. Gary Porter is also joining us, and Brenda L. Oluwet, coming from Vermont. Nice to have you on board, Brenda. It really, really is.
And Francesca's tuned in.
And Francesca is joining us as well from, she's Scandinavian. I spoke to her about 2 o'clock in the morning, the other morning, and believe me, we absolutely love her band that she's working with right now.
Hey, don't forget me.
Anyway, we haven't forgotten you. We really, really haven't. Unfortunately, we get so many people that are just so interested because we play you every morning. Start of the show every morning, my friend. We really, really do. And you've become a part of the stable diet of the breakfast show.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That really is. That's an honor. I appreciate that.
Well, it is the truth. I got to be honest. It really is. Because we find the intros so very, very interesting. Now, the thing is, we have about 5 songs. There for a long time, we only had 4.
That's right.
And there's more than 4 days in a week. You know what I mean?
That's right. Hey, I'm a slow producer, I guess.
Now,
That's right.
We've been blaming the label, literally, but we found out that you're with a new label, so we better get this out to the rest of the world. Who are you with right now?
Yeah, you betcha. So I'm now signed with Block Notes Music Publishing and Mungo Park Records out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So we the new track that you've been spinning day after day. That's the first song off my new EP with them. So yeah.
Believe me, absolutely brilliant work. But okay, let's put the pandemic in its place. Yeah. We knew after the pandemic that you'd signed with a new label. Where the hell have you been?
It's just been playing, performing, getting everything back rocking and rolling again. I took, selfishly, I took the pandemic as a time to work on myself, get back to some physical fitness and some mental health, rest and recharge. So when it came out, because I knew there was a time, then I'd launch and start to come out of it. So it's been hectic, busy since the pandemic has taken over. But yeah, one of the big things is health and fitness. I've been taking pretty good care of myself. So.
I get it. I really do. Now, we started off the show with One Man Army.
Yeah.
Let's refresh our audience's memory and tell us a little bit about it. How did you come to the lyrics?
Yeah, that was a fun one. So One Man Army, it's about 20 feet to my left is my kitchen, and I was walking around, and I go through songwriter phases. So I go through times of I just chase creativity and everything works, and other times it doesn't. So this is one of these moments that I was walking around the house, and I just stomped my feet, and I could hear the dishes rattling. And I thought that was an army walking by. That sounded like an army, just kind of the way the cadence was. And then it just started. I started with the words, "Here it comes, can you hear me now?" When I started that, and it just kind of line after line, I built it. And then once I found the army narrative to it, then I really, that's when kind of everything kind of came to me pretty quickly after that, to be honest with you.
You know, I could sort of put a little Roman in on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Roaming around, you know, one-man army, Roman, yeah, believe me.
Yeah. And you know what, it grew out of a time, like I have somebody, you know, looking back now, I've battled, and I'll talk about it all the time, with like pretty severe mental health issues. So it grew out of something that was a power song for me, and you can hear it. I think ultimately the final production, it just hit you, right? And that's what it was designed to do.
You know, it is an absolute work of art, and we get so many requests for it. We have been playing it since way back when we very first met. Believe me, bro, we really have. Got to say hi to Dawn Ricks as well. Nice to have you on board. Bo Gregory, Paul Harkins is watching. Paul Hoffman, Peter Hoffman is watching as well. Sorry, I'm kind of having a few problems with the microphone here. Jovan on drums is joining us, Jovan V, and Michael Zadwich is joining us as well. Ian Griggs and Michael is saying hi from Orlando, Florida. Nice to have you on board. Dallas Moore is also watching. Believe me, we have been growing exponentially with everybody joining on board. The noise is just getting louder and louder and louder every day.
Love it.
We don't call them fans. We don't call them the Galaxy Army, which denotes a bit of violence, to be honest. So we get away from that. We don't denote them in any way, except for they are the noise. Because believe me, we get so many requests, it just gets louder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it. That's fantastic. That's
And
great. I love it.
It's all about growth. It really is. And believe me, we got some big things happening this year, especially moving into Papua New Guinea later on this year.
Amazing. Oh, and we'll throw some new tunes to them, eh? How's that though?
Absolutely. In fact, you never know, bro, we might even get you over there playing.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If any promoters are listening, yep, let's do it.
Well, I tell you what, we're working with promoters over there. We're also working with their government to get a radio station up and running over there properly, if you know what I mean. So,
Absolutely.
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Having said that, the thing's playing up right now. Having said that, my friend, we're taking it day by day. You, on the other hand, are taking it day after day. Tell me about that. How come day after day?
Yeah, that was, you know, out of any song that I've ever wrote, that was one of the most challenging. And when I signed with the label that my producer Tino Izzo, I sent him a bunch of songs that I had done, and then he sent me all the music to that song, to Day After Day, and he kind of had a little bit of a sound to it. He's like, I was thinking, that's kind of where it started, and then we worked after kind of just Day After Day stuff, and it that took months lyrically to get that one to come together the way I wanted it to. That was a tough one. That was a real tough one.
Well, yeah. Get this mic working properly. Maybe one of these years, you never know. You might be able to check. I think the mic is dying, but never mind. We will get there. Having said that, believe me, when we first started playing this, Cole, I got to be honest with you, blew up our internet. Literally. We like dipping the toe in the water. We play it a few times. Don't say anything to anybody. Just see what the reaction is. And this literally just grabbed people and shook us because we got so many requests for it. In fact, you're up to 3,701 right now.
Wow.
Not bad.
Thank you to every person. That's awesome.
And you're becoming not only are you becoming a feature in the morning breakfast show, but many other shows that we do here at Galaxy, you're playing very, very regularly as well. So people really get to know you. They really do.
Oh, thank you. And that's the point. I really try to do that through my music, too, is to be true and honest. So I'm glad it's connecting.
Very cool. Now, John Betts is watching as well. Nice to have John on board. So without further ado, and when we come back from this, I'm going to ask you, how can people get in touch with you? I've asked it before. We're going to do it again. But in the meantime, brand spanking new song for Cole Malone, here is Day After Day. Yeah, having a few problems with the mic. Hey, Cole, you're
Yes.
not a vegan, are you?
No.
You're a meatologist like me?
Meteorologist. Sure, yeah, let's roll with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Carnivore.
Yeah, have you ever, I ask everybody this, have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
Vegan. No, I can't say I have.
I'm trying to figure out whether they're made of real vegans or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm your guy on that one.
Well, yeah, I was really disappointed when I found out the Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of Girl Guides, you know what I mean? So,
Oh, grown up girl guys. I love it. Mint, hey, how did they get the mint in there? That's interesting.
actually, I did actually meet a vegan not so long ago in town, and I said to her, do you guys ever get together, you know, you go, you hang out, do you go to the pub? And she goes, yeah, we do that. Why? I says, because the only place I ever see is on the news. I says, now, if you go to the pub, you get upset with each other because you get a little drunk, go outside for a bit of a dust up. Do you call that having a beef?
Oh, God.
If you take a slap across the face, is that, you know, is it a slap in the chops?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's a vegetable equivalent to that.
Well, you know, if you stab a potato with a fork, is that abuse?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It might be now in this world. Yeah, it might be.
Look,
Yeah,
the thing is too, Johnson & Johnson won't return my calls, bro. They won't do my emails, nothing anymore. I just asked them simply, how many babies goes in a bottle?
There you go.
You know, they got so many customer service people now, right? One of them could find you the answer.
I'm sure. Check this out.
What is that? The side effects of... Oh, you got up a bit, just a bit. Oh.
Hang on, I've got to show the photo to everyone.
Yeah.
And that's my staff coming up with that.
Oh, that's good.
How many countries are on board?
172.
Cole, there's 172 countries online right now.
Holy, well, hello, every single person out there.
Let's hope this mic works. You know what happens? Well, I need a microphone. Let's try that. Here we go. You know what happens when artists meet me? Yep, they get subjected to my sense of humour, and Cole is unfortunately no exception. Now Cole, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on, you know, all the medias? Are you a talker? But do you respond?
Yeah, so I am an up and down person on social media. That's the hardest thing for me. But the main place is Instagram. It's Cole Malone Music, just Cole Malone Music altogether. You can find me there. Or Cole Malone Musician on Facebook. But yeah, I'm up and down on social media. It's sometimes I'm right on it, and then when I'm busy kind of focusing on other things, it takes me a while.
Okay, usually I say no, I don't respond, literally, because I get no time to be on the internet-y thing, literally. I mean, I get to work about 10:30 at night, and I might be lucky to leave by about 6 at night. So, believe me, it's a pretty full day. No time to be talking, but I have people for it. Having said that, stand by, because you never know. It might actually be me. I might be bored one day and pick up the phone and go, oh, well, I'll answer that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does happen.
Guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
People guessing.
It could or could not be me. You never know.
Yeah.
but it's all for the better cause of Galaxy anyway, you know what I mean?
I love it.
That's-
Those jokes would be good in there.
That's my story. I'm sticking with it, literally. Now, having said that, believe me, bro, a couple of years now since we've, in between, it's a long time between drinks. In fact, the dog would have run around the world a couple of times for fast trees. Anything new coming?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just finalized our kind of summer, tour that we're doing, our schedule that we're going to do through all our live shows, and now the new EP's coming out in 2023 here. So there's Day After Day is the lead single off of it, and there's 4 other songs, including a new edition of One Man Army called the 7th Brigade Remix. So there's a kind of a different edition coming out for that, and then a bunch of other songs that I wrote. Yeah, so it should be good.
That basically means you're coming back for more abuse from me.
That's exactly it. That's right. That's right. I gotta start writing down some jokes myself.
Yeah,
and then come back with them.
You're going to have to, literally. We need some fresh strokes. Apparently the staff here is saying, Grant, you've got to get some new ones. You really do. Dale Cole is watching. Nice to have you on board, Dale. It really is. Now, having said that, my friend, we are going to have to roll on very, very quickly, and would be very, very honoured if you come back. We'd love to be able to do a longer interview with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's do it when the EP's all out.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea, but I still want to do the intros for each and every one as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's release them as they stagger out, then we'll do one big blinder. What do you reckon?
I like that. That sounds good to me, my friend.
Nice, nice. Did we put you in the magazine the last time we spoke?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'll
Not
tell you
that I
what.
saw.
I'll talk to you after this about getting you into a magazine, and believe me, you're going to be absolutely fascinated. Young man comes out of Bangalore in India, and a region of about 8 million people in his area. In fact, I think he knows each and every one of them by first name. He's very, very popular. Brilliant magazine, absolutely stunning. And a lot of our artists, believe me, go on to bigger and better things. In fact, he's done a couple of concerts now with some of our artists on stage live. In fact, I think one of them was pretty much all of our artists live on stage in India.
Amazing.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
thank you for doing what you're doing. I appreciate it.
Well, we want to continue to promote you, my friend. Looking forward to some new voice drops too, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Loving what your work is. Absolutely brilliant. By the way, I got to say, loving the gats in the background.
Yes, thank you. Hey? Yes. Let them have their own shining light there for a moment.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the crew. Yeah.
That is cool. That is cool. There's some very nice accents there, my friend. I love that. I
Thank
really
you,
do.
Trey.
Hang in
And they
there.
all got a story. They all have a story.
Yep, absolutely. In fact, I was talking to one guy the other day. He wrote a song about a guitar called Lucille. And I says,
Lucille?
bro, there's only 2 Lucilles that I know, guitars in the world. One of them was B.B. King's guitar. And he goes, right. I said, the other one's over here, my one. Named after B.B. King's Lucille.
That's it. 22.
Yeah,
I
believe
like
me.
it.
Anyway, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Don't go anywhere, because very, very shortly we're heading all the way over to Brisbane, Australia. Catch up with a good friend of ours, Will. You're gonna love it. But in the meantime, got to thank Cole Malone for joining us. Got to thank everybody else for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be fun. You're right here at Galaxy. Good morning.
Galaxy.